Divine and royal greetings, family. Shayola Benta back again with another Tech Collective Build Through broadcast. I am here with Coach Shantae and Coach Farasha. And today we will be discussing detoxing of the spirit. And we hope that you stay tuned. Well, I was like, wait, where's my button? Where's my button? Y'all, one day I'm going to be so smooth with all of this technology. Y'all going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Shayola done upgraded. Anywho, so we are back. Today is the 7th of April. And tomorrow is the final day of our 21-day detox. Sunday is our final call. And it's like, where did the time go? Where did it go? So, of course, the first week was mainly focused on the body. Last week was focused on the mind. And then this week was more so focused on the spirit. When we go through this journey, the more you clean out, the more you lighten up. And it's like the more intuitiveness passes through you. So, Coach Shantae, would you like to start off with telling us how has spirit worked through you these last 6 days? 6
Yeah.
days.
So I definitely have been feeling a lot more connected to my intuition, a lot more
Mm.
connected to just my spiritual self. Um, there have been a lot of downloads that have come through, like ideas of things that I want to implement in business, things that I want to implement in life, separating um, business from life. I thought it was something coming up at me from the river. Out.
No, we
I'm
got your
coming at
back,
you.
sis. We got your back. We can see a little something. We see a little something.
I'm live from the Flint River down here in
I was just
Bainbridge,
about to
Georgia.
ask you, where are you? It's beautiful.
Yes, and I'm looking over across the green, and
Mm-hmm.
my mom, my grandma, and my son are over there walking on the other side of the river.
Wow.
So that's been another just opportunity to get still and really focus on what is important and get clear on, I have certain relationships that I need to foster and
Mm-hmm.
certain relationships that I need to release.
Mm-hmm.
And the full moon in Libra has been so amazing with helping to illuminate areas where I need to do additional work. Last night, um, I was a part of a full moon circle and we talked, and it occurred to me that I have not done a spiritual bath in quite some time. So I put together
Mm-hmm.
a spiritual bath for releasing, and I let it sit overnight last night. absorbing all that good full moon energy. I'm going to let it sit again tonight, and then tomorrow night, um, I'm going to take the time to start that spiritual bath process and then observe some sacred silence for a while on Sunday and for most of the day on Monday, because
Mhm.
we here at my mom's house, which means that nobody's gonna come talking to me.
Okay.
So I won't accidentally start saying stuff because I
Okay.
have to respond to my son who never remembers that it's sacred silence time for me. He'll, hey mom, guess what? And he'll have to come tell me a joke or ask me about some food, or it's always something
Right.
random that could wait but can't. So
Could wait but
definitely
can't.
look for yeah, definitely looking forward to doing my spiritual baths, to observing some sacred silence with my journal, and just allowing myself to release. And another thing that came up this week too for me, I have gotten even more sensitive, especially to images and videos. So I've had
Mm.
a lot more mindful of my social media use this week. I saw something on social media, tried to scroll past it and ignore it, and it popped up in my dreamscape, and I was like, "Whoa,
Oh, wow.
wait a minute! I've
Yeah.
got a lot more intentional and even set protections when I go on social media, because people post anything and everything, and there is no sense of this is inappropriate. I may not need to share this. So that's
No.
definitely been a big piece for me this week.
Mm.
How about you?
Well, honestly, as you say it, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm about due for a spiritual bath myself. So I have to get, I'm going to do the knee high technique where I put the herbs in the knee high and then put the knee high in the water, because those, I
You
think
know what?
that part, because it's
I
like,
should
I
have done
can't,
that.
say it again.
I should have done that. I didn't
Listen,
even
I
think
can't handle with trying to get all the herbs out the tub and not falling in the drain and clogging it up. And my husband, it's clogging up the tub again. But I do. That's what I'm going to do. I may go out today. It's definitely been raining all day, but knee high is on the checklist. So if y'all want to, put your herbs in, and knee high is a good little substitute.
it.
But
Yeah.
anyway, I'm definitely going to do the bath. It has been a great deal of thunder and lightning. So I've been just taking time just to sit in that, allowing downloads to move through. And as I was just telling y'all before we came on, being okay with just accepting the way that things are, and realizing that my journey is probably a little different than what it looked like a few years ago. So I'm just really, really excited. It was something else that took place this week. It may circle back around, but I'm here for the bath. I'm here for the book. So we are reading The Greatest Salesman, and part of the journey is to read the book 3 times a day for 30 days in each scrolls, 10 scrolls. And reading has really, like, reading the same, and it's so weird because it's like I get something different every time I'm reading. It's like, you just read this at lunchtime, can't be that much of a difference. But it really, really is. And I just love um the messages, and just that steadfastness and doing a thing. Because they say the only way to subdue a habit is to replace it with another habit, right? So replacing the bad habits with good habits so that you can, have better outcomes. So I really, really have been enjoying reading this text. I think that has helped me to just see things in a different perspective, for sure, for sure, for sure. Coach Farasha, how about you? How has spirit been on you this week?
Okay. So, well, Spirit's been kicking my butt. So,
Okay, that's real.
so with the 21 day, it's basically focusing on yourself and detoxing from everything. And the
Mhm.
full moon in Libra, what Coach Shante said, since the full moon been in Libra, that's really what it is, like, releasing, and that's what we've been doing. So, I was like cleaning up and straightening up and taking out like all the old clothes and things that we don't need. And it seems like we have so much, and then again it seems like we don't. Then when you get in the process of releasing, it's just like it was just taking a whole toll over my body, because I was outside. I'm like, oh, I'm a ground, but while I'm out there grounding, I'm raking and doing all these things, and then
Mhm.
feeling the after effect after a while. And still kind of forgetting, like, I'm normally like stay hydrated, but I wasn't hydrating enough.
Mm.
know, Realizing like, okay, this time you're on a detox, and then this time the sun is beaming, and then you're
Mhm.
out there doing all this work, so you gotta hydrate yourself 10 times more. So, and I also did a spiritual bath last night. Not
Mhm.
that everyone is on this thing for the spiritual bath, and I was
Mhm.
just like, it's a full moon of Libra. Me being a Libra, I'm like, okay, I feel like the spirit just kicking me, like, hey, get up in here. This is the moon is in you right now. You better keep it going. So, I
Mhm.
put the boys to bed, and I just took the time out to be there alone and just meditate. My meditation is like prayer and things like that. So that's what I've been like doing. And
Mhm.
then, there was oh yeah. So also speaking about the book, so yeah, reading the book. Also, it was I feel like everything is like starting to align, because I end up
Mhm.
going on a live today. I end up watching someone live, and that was another thing with the sacred silence. I haven't been like on my phone, on my phone and things like that, because I noticed I was kind of getting a headache of like
Mhm.
being on the phone, because you're doing everything like working on the phone, then it's like other things start catching your attention, and then it's like, oh, this is what I'm learning, and it's like in the phone. Everything is in the phone. So I started getting a headache. So I was
Mhm.
like, you know what, I'm not even gonna have my phone on ringer or anything. So I've been like that's another thing I've been doing. But today I decided to go on a watch someone's live, and she was talking about about her being in the right path, like everything that she's doing, and she's in the right path. So you have to test the universe. So what she did was saying, like, if she's in the right path, show me a yellow card. Like, show me a yellow card, just to give me a sign that I'm doing the right thing. Like, I know what I'm supposed to be doing and stuff like that. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try that.
Mhm.
And it was funny, while she was talking, she saw a yellow card.
Mhm.
know? So I was just like, I'm gonna try that, because it's also all in what we're reading. That's another thing, putting that into my daily routine,
Mhm.
reading, making sure you read it 3 times a day, and just journal, because you end up finding like prompts to journal. It just makes
Mhm.
you want to journal, because that was another thing that was part of my 21 day, to be consistent with journaling,
Mhm. Mhm.
moving, and just get your body going as much as possible. So that's what's been happening, and just preparing for what's next.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'll just talked it all out, but yeah.
No, I mean, I love that you said that spirit is like, mm-mm, this is what we're not going to do. And it's funny because spirit really does work that way. Like, we're not going to let you just do what you've been doing and thinking that you're going to get a different outcome. You
Mhm.
really have to. We know that what got us to where we are is not going to get us to where we're going. So we have to make, the changes in order to be able to, like you said, welcome what's next. I love that exercise, like testing the universe, show me a thing.
Mhm.
Um, and I used to do that. Like if I went someplace, I would visualize like pulling up, like wanting a parking spot fairly close, if not like right in front.
Mhm.
Works like a charm every time, like a charm. So that focused intention is definitely necessary. And I feel you as it relates to the social media or just being on the phone. It's a lot. Like towards the end of the month, things get crazy in the wealth building world because you're trying to get it all done.
Mhm.
And I just had to like step away. And I even found myself unfollowing a lot of like large in numbers, large accounts. I'm what I've come to realize is some people, they're not a part of the path and where I'm going. And
Right.
I had to let them go. And I kind of surprised myself. It's like you've been following them for, 2, 3 years now, but it's just like, I don't know if I really like the direction in which you're going, or I'm just changing course. Not so much that you're even going in a different direction, So I totally get that too, because stuff come across your timeline, and you're like, why am I seeing this? So yeah, I can totally dig it. Totally dig it.
That's a fact.
you know, So as we said, tomorrow, I guess I will try to get my bath in, being that tomorrow is the last day. I know I won't have time to do it tomorrow. But what do you think was, either one of you, like, what did you get the most out of this these last 3 weeks? I mean, I know that we're the coaches, and hopefully we can bring some of the students on, in the future. But what did you get out of it?
um,
You know, this I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know if I can, but this right here,
Mm-hmm.
a whole lot of this,
Mm.
just
Mm-hmm.
peace, clarity, release, understanding, the opportunity to just slow down
Mm-hmm.
because springtime things just started picking up. Like I
Mm-hmm.
mentioned last week, there's so much momentum behind everything that had been started over the winter, and now we're in that go 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 go.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're detoxing and leading a detox, there's a level of slowdown that happens, especially for me, to make sure that I'm making peace for myself, so that whatever comes
Mm-hmm.
up, I address it. Um, and having the opportunity and the space to be there for the students and whatever comes up for them, so we can help them work through those processes. And things came up for me. Things came
Mm-hmm.
up in ways that I did not expect, stuff that I thought that I had moved past. Um, and one of the crazier things is I really did not realize that I had an addiction to potato chips. Like, it real deal was an addiction. Like, last night, I had a dream. I was standing in the grocery store looking at the chip aisle. Like, I cannot tell you how hilarious that was for me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have the words, but just knowing that I have come to a space where I have eliminated something that became a crutch for me,
Mm.
was so major. And I started out February 26th, like I said, a little bit before we started our group journey. And I haven't had chips since before that date. And it feels amazing to not have that desire.
Yeah.
Uh, or excuse me, I still have the desire, but to
Mm-hmm.
have the strength and will not to fulfill that desire. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because one of the things too that came up for me on the journey of healing is, look at what this has been doing to you.
Mm.
When I really look at my body, like, I have been complaining about pain in my stomach and issues with my digestive system for
Mm-hmm.
a while. And throughout the course of this detox, I realized that my digestive system is functioning better. And right here, where
Mm-hmm.
I would have that pain at,
Mm-hmm.
there's no pain.
Mm.
There's no pain. By the end of this detox period, I went from pain in the top of my stomach, churning and all of that, acids and stuff in my stomach just being all over the place, to no longer having that issue, because
Mm.
the oil, the starch were all messing up my digestive system. And
Mm-hmm.
if I was only eating a little bit, it probably wouldn't have affected me like that. But because I was overindulging and eating
Yeah.
like bags of potato chips as a meal, that caused me a whole lot of issues. And so now that I'm on the other side of it and I'm looking at it, Wow.
Yeah.
Something as simple as a potato chip caused me all of those problems. That just so the opportunity to really see this work in action has truly been phenomenal. Truly phenomenal.
Wow. Well, I'm proud of you. I mean, I know that chip addiction is real in the field, and I feel good myself. I haven't had any. You know what? As much as I thought that I would have like cravings, I can't really say that I've had anything that is just like I have to have it, or this whole mental thing of should I have it, shouldn't I have it? And what
Mhm.
probably is like at the back of my mind in The Greatest Salesman, there's a line that says something like, when I was a child, I gave into my impulses.
Mhm.
But as an adult, like I know better. Like I have the choice basically to do
Right.
or not do a thing. So it's just like maybe subconsciously I'm feeling like, okay, that's an impulse. You grown now. You know better. Come on.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. For sure. What about you, Coach Farasha?
Yeah, well, you speaking about the impulse, that's one major thing that I feel happy about because me and one of the coaches, we decided to stop doing certain things to suppress our feelings and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. And I did have a lot of temptations,
Ooh,
and especially like being with the children,
Mm-hmm.
um, alone for these a month now, actually
Wow.
a whole month. It is tempting.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really proud of myself that I just stuck with it, and just keep it moving. And I felt like that's another reason why the spirit's kicking my butt. Like, this
Mm-hmm.
what you're feeling, you're not really truly like sick.
ooh,
It's just you just getting over something and things that you think that you need, or but you really don't. And so I feel great about that. And I just feel great to the point that I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna try just doing a fruit fast next, or just trying to be raw, just just going to the next level, because getting more clarity. And I just feel like I just need more of a super clean out. So in the Caribbeans, we got to get to the bitters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my next thing. I'm like, I'm gonna have to definitely get back on my bitters game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, because I was just like, I used to be a serious tea drinker, but then once I was just like doing other things to suppress like my problems and stuff, I wasn't even think about bitters anymore, or really fully like doing a full blown clean out. Like I would, do clean outs here or there, drink certain things to make sure my immune is good or whatever, but I wasn't fully going into a deep cleanse. So now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm ready to just go into this dip cleanse and keep it moving because I'm feeling great. And I
Yeah.
just want to keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. And I'm super proud of you for remaining steadfast to that or those things that you decided to give up during this phase. I mean, it really is like confronting yourself. Like when you're
mhm.
literally high off life, or you can say, okay, well, I have total clarity on a thing. I don't have any additional anything in me. I can think. It's kind of like, that's dope.
Hmm.
So I'm proud of you,
Thank you.
for sticking and staying, because I know it's not easy. I mean, change is just not easy,
Mm-mm.
period. But when we know that we have a goal that we're working towards, it's just like, again, I'm going to relate back to the book. It's like, I'm not going to allow anything to retard
Hmm.
my growth. Like, I'm just not going to do it. So, being able to stick and stay, and having those contracts and commitments to yourself to do a thing, it's pretty amazing. Pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Especially when you have little ones looking at you and stuff. So it's like, the more you just stick to it and keep it moving, it just feels better,
It
you know.
does.
Even
Yeah.
though everybody's gonna go through like it feels like you're a crash or something, but in reality, it's just once you get over that leap, that's that lesson. So that's
Yeah.
when all your blessings will start coming. And it just like, whoa, like, wow, this just happened out of nowhere because time is going. It's like you said, time is just, it's just flying because I'm just like, what? We in what? It's about to be,
Already?
it's April already, but it's about to be May because I'm over here. Noel's birthday is in May, and I'm just like, think about his birthday. I'm like, oh my God, it's around the corner. What is going on? Like, so I'm just like, oh my God, it's going by so fast. And then they're gonna have to, school's gonna start again, and oh my God, like that's all I'm sitting here thinking about. And so I'm just like, oh, this came at the perfect time because you're supposed to release and just take the time out, sit back, and just inhale and exhale and be like, you control the time. Time may be, flying, the months may be flying, but you still control the time.
Mm, absolutely. I actually said that to someone yesterday. It sounds like time is controlling you, but yeah, I mean, it definitely is whizzing by. It was like even preparing for this, I looked at the clock, it was 1:48. I was like, okay, great. Have a few moments. I literally looked back at the clock, y'all, it was 1:58. I'm like, where did the last 10 minutes literally just go? I just looked down at the clock. So no, being present is definitely a vibe. We don't want to stay too long in the past because that brings on depression. And we don't want to live too much in the future because that can bring on anxiety. But one of the things that came up for a lot of the students that I had personal consultations with is, how do I move forward? What do I journal? What do I? And in those cases, I do suggest living as your future self right now, like the things that you would like to see happening for you, in the future, start setting it up, from right now. So for those of you who have and are watching us live, those of you that will see this as a replay, if you're like, how do I even move through these changes, put into your mind, write down what it is or who it is you see yourself as in the future. Your that authentic expression of yourself. What does that actually look like? And then thinking about the things that you can do right now to either walk in that light or the steps that you can take to get you closer to where it is that you're striving to be. And stick and stay to yourself. Love on yourself. I mean, however that may look. And I know that could be subjective depending on, who receives the message. But this is really a time for us to put ourselves literally first because we know we cannot give or pour from an empty cup. And everyone else is just supposed to receive from our glorious overflow. So, any closing remarks, coaches, before we wrap this up?
I just want to say that I have greatly enjoyed this journey with you all and with our students. Um, I'm truly enjoying this moment of sitting by the river and just taking in all that nature has to offer. If you have the opportunity to get out in nature, to get your feet in some grass and some dirt, put your hands up to the sun, do so. Uh,
Mm,
just allow your energy to be reset, get in tune with what's going on around us, tune out from the news and from social media and from all of the outside noise and just get still within yourself
mhm,
as often as you possibly can because that gives us the strength um, and the power to move forward with whatever it is that we're doing in whatever ways we're doing it, whether it's working a job or running a business, staying in tune with yourself and connected to the earth is definitely going to empower and energize us to um, stick and stay
mhm.
and committed to what we're striving for.
Word. Give thanks. Coach Farasha, anything to close us out with?
Just wanted to say that to let everyone know that everyone is on a different journey,
Mm,
and to know, to just like what Coach Shante said, to trust your intuition and take your time,
mm,
because everyone is on a different path. Everyone's journey looks different, and everyone lessons are different.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't be hard on yourself. And if you have that, gut feeling and things like that, pay attention. Pay attention to the numbers, pay attention to all the signs, little things you might hear, horns and things when you're talking. Just pay attention to everything and, take your time.
Take your time. And with that, we are out of time. So we will see you next time, which is, our new time, which is 2 o'clock on Fridays. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we'll go live. So hopefully you'll be able to join us. So until next week, we say peace, love, and wholeness.
Peace.